Hey everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt. I am coming to you live from Epcot at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Today we're going to take a little tour of some of the construction areas that are popping up or will be popping up all around Future World here at Epcot. And I've got a fast pass for Living with a Land. Living with a Land's a little finicky with the internet connection, but I hope we'll be able to see the new video screens that have been installed in the early part of the attraction. Thanks for joining me. Hi Lucy. Good morning to you. Welcome to Epcot. Hi Tina, thanks for being here. Don Peterson, hello to you. Hi Troy, welcome to the broadcast. It is a very nice morning here at Epcot, clear skies. A little warm, a little muggy. It's still summertime like here in Florida. Hello Paula, good morning to you. And Wendy, good morning from Nebraska. Welcome to Epcot. You can see we are in the former monolith section at the entrance to Spaceship Earth. There's a construction wall here to our left-hand side. Monoliths have been removed from this part of the entrance as you're facing Spaceship Earth to the right. They are being removed on the left-hand side. This area is slated to be completely reworked. It's going to be quite a big change. Looking forward to it. Actually, Epcot's going to be seeing a lot of changes. Jennifer, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Paul's getting married in 1 week, then off to Disney World. Paul, congratulations to you. Hope you have a great honeymoon. Dawn says, looks like a lovely day. It is a very nice day. It is a warm and muggy day, but it is still September, still summertime. So we got a few people lining up here for Spaceship Earth, often a first stop for many people as they make their way into the park. Future World is. Hi, good. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Hi, good to meet you.
A follow-up. Watch out.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
So more construction fences. That's always nice to say hi to folks. There is a new one that's popped up here on the left-hand side between Gateway Gifts and Guest Relations. And we're going to head up here on the other side of Spaceship Earth. We'll see some additional spots where more construction is expected to start very soon. Corey, hello to you. Erica, it's Living with a Land, 165 days. Plan is to use my Fast Pass for Living with a Land. The internet connection's kind of flaky with Living with a Land, but I'm anxious to see some of the new video projections or maybe film projections that are early on in the attraction. If the internet does give out, then we'll have a chance to check it out in the broadcast. Janet, good morning to you in Ohio. Stephanie, good morning. Hello. Jean's got 2 weeks to go before she comes to Epcot. It's a good time of the year to come. The Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is in full swing. I have not yet had a chance to check it out. Last time I was over at Disney's Hollywood Studios for the grand opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which was very exciting. Jennifer, good morning to you. Joanne says, can't wait to be there for her birthday at the end of the month. Well, happy early birthday to you. Troy says, Epcot is still his favorite park. It is a good park. Going to be seeing a lot of changes. So Disney announced quite a bit of news at the D23 Expo about how especially the front side of the park is going to be reimagined. The concept of Future World is being retired. There are going to be 3 different areas here. So big changes, a lot of concept art as well, very exciting to see. If you haven't checked out the concept art, you can go over to worldofwalt.com, check it out. Vicky said, daughter Elsie is watching from Shanghai, China. Wow. Thank you for being here. Talon, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Good morning, Matthew. Hello to you. So Pin Central is right here. Expected to be taken down, removed, temporarily put in the old camera location. Folks don't really need the camera location so much anymore. Sign of the old times. So, rumors have it that this section of the park in the next few days is going to be behind construction walls. This may be one of the last times we get to see the Fountain of Nations. Over on the right-hand side, Starbucks slated to be taken down. Club Pool slated to be taken down. This entire area It's going to end up behind construction fences. All right, we're going to take the long way around, as I'm wont to do. Actually, not the really long way, but the minimally long way. Mary, good morning to you. Got 4 days to go. Gary says, loves the t-shirts. Thank you, Gary. Actually, today I'll be announcing the September release shirts, so stay tuned for that. One limited release and one open edition shirt. Debbie, good morning to you. Let's enjoy Fountain of Nations while we can. Jennifer says, no Starbucks? My guess is there will be a temporary Starbucks location, but we'll see. Lisa says, looking forward to all the changes, but misses the old ones too. I understand. More construction walls over here on the left behind the control booth that has been used to deal with technical issues for the stage that often goes up here in front of the Fountain of Nations. Just a sign of things to come. Cheryl is an Epcot fan. Erica loves the fountain. Beverly, good morning to you. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. Great way to get the word out. Lucy, wonderful day to be in Disney World. I agree. Very nice day. It's warm, a little muggy, but still nice. Lisa said, daughter got 2 World of Walt t-shirts for your birthday. That was very nice. Thank you to both. Hope you're enjoying them. Before we hop on Live in the Land, I will introduce the 2 new t-shirts for September, so you get a chance to check them out. So this walkway past Imagination back to World Showcase has been under construction for a while. Looks like it is out from the construction walls. You can see some of the food booths are set up for the Food and Wine Festival. We got some more food booths here too. I don't even want to miss them. Next Eats, which is kind of fun. They've got some interesting food choices in this area. Earth Eats, Active Eats, kind of cool. I'm going to have to come back and check these out. The sun's a little bright, hard for me to see some of the comments, but thank you for them. Keep them coming. All right, straight ahead is Journey into Imagination with Figment. I was almost expecting we would get some sort of announcement at D23 about the Imagination Pavilion, but we did not. That may still be coming. Anne's got 3 weeks to go. Errol's going to be here October 9th. What will the construction be like then? My guess is if you're coming into Epcot by October 9th, you're going to see a lot more construction fences. The area where Starbucks, the area where the character meet and greet, the area where Club Cool is, a lot of anticipation. That area will be behind walls and getting ready for demolition. We'll see if that comes to pass, but that would definitely line up with the concept art that was released at D23. Anthony, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Kristen says Epcot is beautiful. It is. It's a very pretty park. Take a look here at the Imagination fountains, which are always fun. So this area is slated to get the Journey of Water featuring Moana as announced at D23. So we'll see a lot of changes in this area. Should be a fun play area for kids and add a lot of cool water effects. Tanya says, as long as Figment stays. I sure hope so. I'm a big Figment fan. Figment has really hung out for a long time. I see some people are checking out the shirts and have ordered some already. Thank you for that. I haven't even made the big announcement yet, but I'll do that shortly. Hello. Mike says, bye-bye to the past, hello to the future of Epcot. Yes, these are some pretty significant changes coming to this park. I kind of miss the old Epcot, which focused on the future, but I completely get what's happening here. It's hard to keep up with the future. It changes so quickly. So Disney is really shifting away from this concept of future world and headed more towards discovery and nature, which actually makes a lot of sense. Amy, hello to you, says super excited for the updates. Janet, good morning. Marta says, looks empty. It is still pretty quiet, but there was a stream of folks coming in this morning. I think a lot of people may be headed over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I saw that the wait time before I fired up the live video was already 70 minutes for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. I think a lot of people are anxious to get their first look over there. Was happy to bring the coverage to you. Thank you for all of your shares, follows, comments, which allows me to do that. Norma, hello to you from Mexico. Donna says, can I film Soarin'? Actually, I cannot. I actually tried once, and the cast member told me very nicely that you can't have any cameras out. They don't want you to drop them, and then, well, it causes problems for the attraction. Eric says, it's a beautiful day. Leanne says, checking in today from North Carolina, usually Illinois. Thanks for being here. All right, before I get over to the land, I'm going to take this opportunity to share with you this month's releases of shirts at the World of Walt store. I had a great reaction to the first month's worth of shirts, the ones for World of Walt. I have retired the 1971 shirt. It's back in the World of Walt vault. Won't be out till next year. But this month, I have 2 different shirts coming out. Wanted to share them with you. And again, thanks to everyone who has encouraged me all along the way to get this project up and rolling. It's only because of your ongoing encouragement that I got off my rear end and did it. So here we go. 2 shirts. This is the first one is a limited release shirt. It is a tribute to all things Tiki and the Enchanted Tiki Room. If you're a fan of the Tiki Room, you might like this shirt. It says the birds sing words. It's got worldofwalt.com. The thing I like about this design is that the middle section, which is white, is actually clear, so whatever the color of the shirt is, that's going to come through in that middle section. So, Birds Sing Words, tribute to the Enchanted Tiki Room. This is the limited release t-shirt for October, and it is available now over at the store. So that's the first shirt for this month. Troy says, new t-shirt time. Yes, exciting. The second one is sort of a fun design. I really like the simpleness of it, and I like the message. So this second shirt says, rope drop to kiss goodnight, that's how I roll. So if you're the sort of person who comes to Walt Disney World first thing in the morning for what's called rope drop, which is where Disney controls access into the park, and then you are there till the very end, which is the kiss goodnight, this might be a good shirt for you. The text is white, works out pretty well on any dark colored shirt. Troy's got the Tiki fan going in him. That's great. Angela says, thanks for going to Epcot. Glad to do it. Nancy, good morning to you. Kimberly says, loves the shirt. Thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate that. Ryan says, needs to get some t-shirts. Thank you. Cindy says, they're adorable. Thank you for that. Kristen ordered a second one. Oh, thanks, Kristen. So where can you get the shirts? They're over at the store, so you can check them out at worldofwaltstore.com. No spaces, dashes, or underlines. Just put worldofwaltstore.com in, and that will take you over to the store. So again, 2 new shirts for September. First one is limited release, the birds sing words. The second one is an open edition shirt for those fans who like to go Disney all day long. Rope drop to kiss goodnight. That's how I roll. All right, there it is. Nancy says loves the shirts. Bonnie says love them. Thank you very much. Kevin likes the t-shirt design. Call them awesome. Thank you so much. Susan says awesome shirt. Thanks, Susan. Lucy likes them both. Great. Thank you, Lucy. Okay, so there's the big announcement for the September shirts. So today we're headed over to Living with the Land. I've got a fast pass for that attraction. Normally not really needed, but I don't want to spend any extra time having everybody wait in line. So again, the internet connection is normally not too favorable as we get into Living with the Land. It will usually cut out and then come back, so just be prepared. If we do get disconnected, the full video will get posted over to the Facebook page as well as over to YouTube later today. Brett says, can we get some pins at worldofwalt.com? So I do not sell individual Disney trading pins yet, but what I do is I do have the Pin of the Month Club. So if you go to pinofthemonthclub.com, you can check out how to sign up there. It's a good way to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every month. And hey, you get the award for the shameless plug prompt today. Lisa said both shirts are adorable. Thank you very much. Jennifer's got 57 days to go. Jen, 167. Nancy says, which one to get for my April trip? I hope that everyone likes the designs. Again, thanks for all the encouragement. Try to do 2 very different designs this month. Something to appeal to everyone. Sue made it. Hello, Sue. Daniel from Ohio, thanks for being here. Welcome to Epcot. Living with the Land. I missed the name. Someone asked if it was hot. And it is, yeah. It's, I think, lower 80s when I started. It's probably going to get in the upper 80s today. The sun is pretty bright. The humidity is up. But it's still a nice day. Brooke said, Pin of the Month Club, 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who's a Pin of the Month Club member. It's a lot of fun for me to buy the pins here and share them with you. I get stories which are really very heartwarming to me about people who enjoy the pins, whose kids look forward to them, people who are expanding their collection. So thank you to everyone who's a part of that. Melissa says, loves the pins from the Pin of the Month Club. Thank you very much. Pedro likes the first t-shirt. Ooh, chocolate experience from Bean to Bar. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of a detour. This looks like it may be a Ghirardelli setup. Oh, and a chocolate sample. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh. Milk chocolate fudge caramel. I'm going to eat that later. So this looks like a little pop-up Ghirardelli store right here in Living in the Land. Looks like a little display here about how to taste chocolate. Oh, this I got to check out. All right, how to taste chocolate, the delicious art of chocolate tasting. So tasting tips, use these tips to appreciate the complexity and depth of quality chocolate. Use all your senses. One kind at a time. Focus on one kind of chocolate at a time, whether it's milk, bittersweet, dark. And then look, examine the surface for an attractive gloss. Smell, rub a small piece between your fingers and thumb to release the aroma. That's interesting. And then listen, break off part of the chocolate, listen for a solid, pleasing, crisp snap. Examine the texture, savor, pay attention to the texture and mouthfeel, and taste, take your time. Oh, interesting. Now I know the right way to experience chocolate. Normally I just pop it in my mouth and eat it. So this is kind of a fun little stop. Great place to buy lots of Ghirardelli chocolate. And it has the entrance and exit going on in the same spot. Mary says, be careful, it might melt in my pocket. Yeah, you're right, but it probably won't last too much longer after I stop the broadcast. Jerry, hello to you in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a Bearcat. Susan says, can't wait to check that out later. Kathy, hello to you. Amy said, what a great chocolate exhibit. Very extensive, sensory related, love chocolate. Me too. Oh, looks like Dale is out greeting some guests at Garden Grill. Easy for me to say. All right, the balloons are out. Better watch what I'm doing so I don't tumble down the escalator. Kathy said, what are we doing? We are headed to Living with the Land. I have a fast pass. All right, looks like Living with the Land. Stand by 20 minutes. A few people standing out here, but we're going to do the fast pass. I like that Fast Pass song. Larry says, loves watching your live videos. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate your doing that. Tracy said, Garden Grill is a favorite restaurant. Love all the sayings here painted on the wall. Cheryl, good morning to you in Indiana. Brett said, planning on the Garden Grill next trip. It's really a great restaurant. I've been there before. It's fun that it rotates very, very slowly. Characters come around. Food is good and very, very plentiful. Definitely suggested. Tanya said, Garden Grill has awesome food. I agree with you. Angel says, misses the Garden Grill, both dinner and breakfast. Shauna, hello to you. He says, I always enjoy spending Saturdays. Thank you for doing that. Jess said, ordered the rope drop shirt. What a great design. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. All right, once we get on the attraction, as always, I'll be quiet so I don't interrupt you and others around me. The internet may poop out a little bit, but hang on, it usually comes back. And if you miss the full ride view, the full recording will be both on Facebook and YouTube. One?
You can have row 2.
All right, our chariot. Sherry, hello to you in Colorado. Matt says, really likes your videos. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Welcome to Living with the Land.
Please lower your head and watch your step. For your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography or using video.
Jason from Nova Scotia, hello to you. We're getting ready for the hurricane. I hope you're okay.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy living with the land.
All right, if the internet stops, hang in.
A manera de recordatorio, no tomar fotos con flash y luz de video antes de llegar al invertedor.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, and the surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicines, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land and farms. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
By breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants.
Backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out these greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the Behind the Seeds walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratories. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop. Please gather all your personal belongings, lower your head, and watch your step as you exit the seat with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please still watch the children.
All right, living with the land. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know the internet connection is on and off, so for those of you who've been watching live, appreciate your patience and sticking around. Joanne, good morning to you in Oklahoma. Thank you. Here's where you can sign up for the Behind the Scenes Greenhouse Tour. Let's see what the wait time looks like for Soarin' before we wrap it up today. Standby entrance looks like 40 minutes. Not too bad. All right, let's walk out into the seating area before we wrap it up for today. So today we had a chance to check out some of the construction happening in the currently named Future World section of Epcot. More construction fences are going to be popping up soon. Had a chance to go on Living with the Land, even though the internet connection was a little on and off. And had a chance to share with everyone the releases of the September t-shirts for World of Walt. I'll go ahead and share those with you again real quick. So two shirts came out this month. The first is the limited release, the Birds Sing Words t-shirt, only available during the month of September. Second t-shirt came out, one I really like, simple but fun. Rope drop to Goodnight Kiss, that's how I roll. If you're an all-day Disney kind of person, this will be fun for you. And so you can get these shirts by going over to worldofwaltstore.com, no spaces, dashes, or underlines, and that'll take you to the store. So thanks to everyone for the kind comments about the shirts, for your past orders. I hope you enjoy the new designs, and I appreciate your being here today. David says, thanks for doing the broadcast each week, glad to do it. Mike says, thanks again, gonna have to check out this ride next time he's here. Yeah, it's a hidden gem. A lot of people don't even know it's here, but it's a lot of fun to check out. All right, everyone, thanks as always for being here. Thanks for your likes and shares. Great way to get the word out. And that's what allows me to be able to work with folks like the nice ones at Disney Media Relations to bring you some behind the scenes information. So, appreciate your being here. Until next time, God bless.